Free Fire has a large cast of Brie Larson, Charlotte Copley, Armie Hammer, and plenty of other people. And here's the gist of the movie. Two gangs meet up in a warehouse to sell guns and buy guns. Couple people don't like each other, and everybody starts shooting at each other. There you have it. It's an hour and 30 minutes of people shooting at each other. I was really looking forward to Free Fire. I thought it was going to be an all-out shooting experience with great soundtracks, awesome characters, and at times I do find this movie very entertaining, but this movie lacks a certain punch. What I admire most about Free Fire is definitely the characters. Every single person in here, good or bad, young or old, is likable. Everybody had at least one line that I thought was funny, and each one of them provided something to this movie that I found enjoyable. My favorite in here definitely is Charlotte Copley. He was very over the top. He had an accent where it was kind of hard to understand him at times, and that added a lot to the humor because you can't tell if this guy's on drugs or that's just how he is. And then you have some of the younger cast who's are on drugs and they're absolutely crazy. I think everybody had a different set of personality, and each one of them into the room shooting at each other just added for a lot of this movie. Like I said, this movie lacked a certain punch. It's literally just them shooting each other for a good hour and a half. And at times it's really fun, but it does get a bit repetitive. And I think this movie would have benefited from like a glaring soundtrack, really rockish soundtrack to it. Would have been really fun because the characters are there, the humor is there. I think it should have been even crazier. And sometimes adding soundtrack could do that, and I think this movie would have benefited from an all-out crazy soundtrack to accompany these crazy moments. Overall, I did find Free Fire to be entertaining, but it did lack a certain punch, and I did find the setup for why these people started to shoot at each other to be very immature. They really could have settled it by themselves, but the character decided to start shooting at each other, and that's what led to everybody shooting at each other. And I do think that the setup was a bit immature and could have been handled off to the side, or it could have been strengthened to the point where you believe that these people should have been shooting at each other in the first place, not some little kiddish thing that happened the night before. So those were my issues with the film. I think that the reasoning should have been strengthened a little. It lacked a certain punch, but I did find the movie to be funny, and I did find the setup for the characters to be great, and I did like all of the characters. All the actors in here did a great job. Each one of them had a funny line to provide in this movie, and it provided for a lot of laughs throughout because there is a lot of people in here and they're all pretty funny. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Free Fire a B-. Have you guys seen Free Fire? What do you think about it? Comment down below with your thoughts on that. I'd like to give a shout out to a new subscriber of mine, and I actually met this guy. His channel name is Almost Sideways. He does trailer reactions and movie reviews, and we got some things scheduled in the future, him and I, which I'm pretty excited for. So definitely check his channel out. It's Almost Sideways. I'll put the link down below for that. Go over to his channel, subscribe to his channel, tell him Just Watch the Movie sent you. He's a great guy, and I'm so excited to be working with him in the future. Stay tuned this weekend for a review of Phoenix Forgotten and maybe Unforgettable. I don't know. Probably not. It looks bad. So this is Just Watching Movies. Thank you guys for watching. As always, you guys are the best, and you stay classy, YouTube.